The Gold Coast, which is now known as Ghana, was the principal source of African gold. The first Europeans to arrive at the coast were the Portuguese in 1471. From here, they traded slave, knife, beads, mirrors, rum, firearms, and most importantly, gold. The news of the successful trading spread quickly, and eventually the British, Dutch, French, Spanish, and Swedish would arrive later on.
Colonization had a huge impact in the lifestyle of Africans since 1471. From the economic standpoint, the invasion of Europeans disrupted any form of trade African nations had with their neighbors. This was mainly because Europeans turned Africans into slaves, and they were not able to produce crops like they used to do. On the social standpoint, any form of hierarchy which existed in Africa was slowly dying. And this was because chiefs started to make deals with European countries to protect their family and their tribes. In return, African people started to stop believing in the king or tribe or king chief. Finally, slavery also impacted the dialect in Africa because European power, especially England, started to force Africans to speak English or other language. In consequence, Africans stopped to learn the tribe language.
The Royal African Company was a company set up by the Stuart family and London merchants to trade along the west coast of Africa. It was led by James II, Duke of York, and was Charles II's brother. Its original purpose was to exploit the gold fields of the Gambia River. With the help of the army and navy, it established forts on the West African coast that served as staging and trading stations, and it was responsible for seizing any English ships that attempted to operate in violation of their monopoly. Between 1672 and 1689, it transported around 90,000 to 100,000 slaves. Its profits made a major contribution to the increase in the financial power of those who controlled London. The English and other Europeans on the Gold Coast might perhaps be regarded as exercising a form of informal empire over the African communities allied to them, but it might equally be argued that it was the Africans who were exploiting European support and playing off rival Europeans against each other, rather than vice versa. The European impact on Western Africa will remain limited, and specifically the English would have a less significant impact than that of the Portuguese and Dutch. In the end, the impact of the trade would be spread worldwide.